Well, every family tradition is slightly different during the holidays. Now, clearly your tradition at home includes us here at KSBY, and we are so thankful for that. Here at KSBY, Delaney, we have our own relatively new tradition in the sports department. It's called Twas the Night of Christmas. It has returned. Delaney, I have a gift for you. Please open it up as soon as possible. What do you think? Hey, do not scoff, because this sleigh, it's taking off. That's right. We begin with 'Twas the Night of Christmas. And it goes like this. 'Twas the night of Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. While people on the Central Coast sit watching KSBY, asking themselves, why do we continue to watch this guy? Let me tell you, I honestly have no clue why. As far as Christmas Day, with all the NFL action, the Broncos and Rams were supposed to be the main attraction. And when we're talking Broncos and Rams, let's just say it's not pretty, especially in the LA city. As far as Christmas Day action, the Broncos and Rams were supposed to play and be that main attraction, but their poor season meant it was not a vital game to play. That did not matter for Mr. Baker Mayfield. With 51 points, the Broncos defense would yield. The Rams opening with a 17-0 lead. The Broncos defense with no answers continued to bleed. The Rams win it 51-14. Russ just can't cook and also can't clean. And while this game didn't matter in the grand scheme of things, the Rams still walking away this year with a Super Bowl ring. Now, while we sit here on the night Santa's job is complete, let's talk about 2022 and how our region could compete. College baseball remains a strength in this part of the country. The Mustangs and Gauchos featuring their talent humbly. Cal Poly finishing their season 37-21, and that 13-game win streak sure was fun. While the rivals in Isla Vista played such great ball, they won the Big West. It was to Stanford they'd fall. There are many top-tier athletes here on the Central Coast. The crop in the MLB draft are the ones we can boast. From Cal Poly's Brooks Lee being selected 8th in the draft, the Minnesota Twins are getting a superstar at last. While his buddy Drew Thorpe was picked in round 2, the Yankees' pitching rotation features quite the crew. And Mission Prep's Dylan Beavers also selected in the first round. The Orioles building a roster that should soon be playoff bound. Once the football season arrived, the region kicked it into gear, collectively stacking up with one of its most successful years. And from the top, it's those Atascadero Greyhounds, who could stack up against anyone pound for pound. While those boys made a run in league, CIF, and states, I have to say I personally cannot relate. I mean, really, who actually enjoys playing in the mud? Well, every player on that team is an absolute stud and battling through the most ridiculous of conditions, leading them to their winning traditions. Now, this year, the Knights of St. Joseph proved they were the best, Darian Mensah and his squad giving those defenses no rest. While Pioneer Valley made a large and late surge in the second straight year, a team nobody wanted to play in the playoffs, striking fear. So what am I saying? What's the point of this rhyme? Why is the sports guy wasting my time? Well, let me stop you right there. I've got something to say. These athletes on the Central Coast, they're more than just okay. They grind tirelessly, day in and day out. It's time they all get their proper shout out. While Santa has that list of who's naughty or nice, I told the big man all the Central Coast athletes do is entice. This 2022 year in sports was the best one yet. It's a year in sports we shall never forget. And as we wait again for Santa to come to town, let's remember the good times in sports and how they all went down. So with that, may your holiday season be merry and bright. Merry Christmas to all, and to all, a good night. And that'll do it for sports. Well, more after the break.